Hi everyone, this is an SAP FICO training video on the topic of fixed assets. And within fixed assets, we have the information system, which is the reporting. If these SAP FICO training videos are helping you on your SAP FICO training journey, please like, share, subscribe, and comment in the chat. Let me know how many years of SAP FICO experience you have. As you all know, I like to format the information I provide in question answer format. And without further delay, let's get into it. What do the many standard reports for asset accounting benefit from? Streamlined real-time integration with the general ledger. What are the main reports in the information system for asset accounting? Asset Explorer, Asset Balance Reports, Asset History Sheet. Focus. Asset Explorer. What is the Asset Explorer? The main report when you want to analyze a single asset. Where does the Asset Explorer drill down from and to? From asset values to the asset master record, including documents and account assignment objects, including but not limited to general ledger account, cost center, etc. Menu path to Asset Explorer. Accounting, financial accounting, fixed assets, information system, reports on asset accounting, individual asset, Asset Explorer. First, you must enter the company code and asset. Here are the accounting principles and their related depreciation areas. You can navigate through these principles to switch between the different valuations and analyze their values. Here you can see the objects related to the asset, such as vendor, cost center, general ledger account, profit center, etc. Here you can see the values of the asset. The values are separated by tabs: plan values, posted values, comparison, and depreciation parameters. Plan value tab shows depreciation planned for the selected year. Posted values tab, you will only see the depreciation already posted through the performed depreciation runs. Comparisons, compare values between depreciation areas. Click the Comparisons tab. Here you compare the depreciation values of multiple depreciation areas. You can select comparison years and comparison depreciation areas and really see how the depreciation changes from year to year between depreciation areas. Here you see the posted documents for the asset. By double clicking one of them, you can enter the document display overview. Once in a financial document related to the asset, you can view the asset accounting overview of the document by clicking the Asset Accounting button. Click the top hat to see the real-time integration of the asset documents with the general ledger. This is the real-time integration of the asset documents with the general ledger. Everything is integrated with the general ledger, and all asset fields are part of the Universal Journal Table AC DACA. That concludes Asset Explorer. Now, let's move on to Asset Balance Reports. Our focus now is Asset Balance Reports. What is an asset balance report? An asset balance report helps analyze many or all assets simultaneously by depreciation area. Menu path to asset balance reports. accounting, financial accounting, fixed assets, information system, reports on asset accounting, asset balances, asset lists, asset balances. Asset balances by cost center provides an overview of the assets per cost center. This requires the entry of the company code, the cost centers, and the key date to run the report, which will be the last date of the period. The screen shows the acquisition value, the accumulated depreciation, and the net value per asset. This is the totals per asset class and cost center. Double clicking a line allows you to drill down to the Asset Explorer for this asset. The report is linked to other asset reports that you can navigate by clicking Go to, Reports, Standard Asset Report. Here, you can choose from a list of other standard asset reports to be automatically run for the same selection of company code, cost center, and key date. Double-click Asset Acquisitions. This is the report for asset acquisitions that is based on the original report parameters, company code, cost centers, and key run date. That concludes asset balance reports. Now, let's cover the asset history sheet before concluding this training video. Focus now, asset history sheet. What is an asset history sheet? Reports that show the full history of assets from acquisition to their retirement. What transactions are shown on the asset history sheet? All transactions. What report is best for detailed analysis of asset accounting? The asset history sheet. What is the power and flexibility of the asset history sheet? The ability to configure your own layout with the history sheet version. What does the asset history sheet app work with to group together the transactions in specific cells of the report? Key figure groups. Menu path to configure history sheet versions. Financial accounting, asset accounting, information system, asset history sheet, define history sheet groups. The menu path takes you to this screen. Here, you define the history sheet group number and description. Transaction types used in asset history reports are set up here through the menu path, financial accounting, asset accounting, transactions, transaction types. Transaction types are assigned to these history sheet groups in the definition of the transaction type. For example, transaction type 100 has been assigned to history sheet group 10, acquisition. Note, here the history sheet group is referred to as the transaction type group. Transaction types are logically assigned to history sheet groups as acquisition, retirement, post-capitalization, and so on. Next, we must configure history sheet versions. Menu path to configure history sheet versions. Financial accounting, asset accounting, information system, asset history sheet, define history sheet versions. This is a list of SAP provided standard history sheet versions that cover asset reporting requirements in many countries. We can create our own version by copying an existing version and adapting it and making it start with Z or Y so it is not deleted during updates or upgrades. Click the gray box next to version 0001 to select the row. Click the copy icon. Now you can see the columns and cells of the report. You can double click any cell to be taken to its definition. For example, double click cell acquisition. Here you see which history sheet groups should appear. History sheet groups indicated with X appear in this cell, the acquisition cell, but those indicated with a period appear elsewhere in the report. Now, let's run the history sheet report. Menu path to run history sheet report. Accounting, financial accounting, fixed assets, information system, reports on asset accounting, notes to financial statements, international asset history sheet. Make these standard report selections, the company code, the asset classes, the asset numbers, and click further settings. And there you can select your own version that you have customized. And last but not least, execute the report. This is the report output. If using the Fiori app instead of the S/4HANA information system, you must configure the key figure groups for the asset history sheet app. Menu path to define key figure groups for asset history sheet Fiori. Financial accounting, asset accounting, information system, asset history sheet. Define key figure groups for asset history sheet. Similar to history sheet versions, key figure groups group together the transactions for report purposes. Each key figure is defined with its sequence in the report. You can use standard key figure groups or define your own. For standard groups, use AHS, asset history sheet, posted values, no hierarchy, asset history sheet, posted values with hierarchy. For planned values, use asset history sheet, planned values, no hierarchy, asset history sheet, planned values with hierarchy. And you can explore other reports available for asset accounting. They are executed in similar fashion and do not require additional configuration. This concludes the information system for asset accounting. Thank you all. If these videos are helping you on your SAP FICO training journey, please like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment in the chat. Let me know how many years of SAP experience you have. Thank you all for your time. And as always, until next time, peace.